Greetings to the most amazing XRP army this morning. Without further ado, let's go straight into the video. Allow me to present you with something that will truly astound you. You should listen to this if you currently own XRP or intend to acquire any. I'm going to show you all the incredible XRP army today, along with Grok's most recent prediction, or perhaps more accurately, Elon Musk's, about XRP and all the significant developments that are currently taking place. Because one of the most important days of the year is approaching, and it could go really well or really poorly if you're not ready. Put September 17th on your calendar immediately. Fed rate reduction are imminent, and this will be one of the biggest and most significant price indicator movements in a long time. Please get a coffee, settle in, and let's get started. All of you incredible viewers, everyone press the like button. In order to ensure that you never miss a significant market update, this video reaches other incredible people who are just like you. Click the subscribe button. Let's get started. All of the major banks are currently essentially forecasting that 2 to 3 rate cuts will occur before the year ends, and it provides us with a reliable estimate of the amount of real money that will enter and flow through all of the markets. With all of that in mind, along with the massive rate cuts that are quickly approaching, September 17th might be a big day. I wanted to find out what Grok, Elon Musk's AI tool, had to say about this. Please remember that Grok is an artificial intelligence tool. It's not always going to be flawless, but it's fairly good at analyzing some things. I will thus explain a lot of what it says to you all and provide some of my personal opinions based on my expertise and current market conditions. This is about to get really interesting. XRP holders, I therefore posed a most important question that everyone has. With the Fed reducing interest rates 3 times in 2025, XRP has witnessed billions of dollars in daily inflows, and the secret road processes billions of dollars worth of transactions every day. What possible price movement does XRP have? We are aware of rate cutbacks, which is why I specifically asked about these 3 issues. We are aware of it. We are aware that ETFs are being authorized. It is odorous to us. We are aware that the SRPL will see billions of dollars in transactions processed via hidden road. Greetings, therefore, taking everything into account, we know that this will happen very soon. All 3 of these events will occur. We are aware of that. What does all that fruition actually look like then? It provides us with a foundation case and explores several price situations, both a negative and a bullish case. And to be honest, I thought the bullish case was fairly interesting. I'd like to know what you guys think of the comments. It stated that each coin ranged from $5 to $25 to $20 per coin. XRP army. Now, what you'll notice is something I've been mentioning repeatedly in my videos. The pinnacle of this bull run might be around $20 per XRP. That's what I believe will occur. The interesting part is that it actually closely resembles Grok's top of the top case for the bullish scenario in this instance. And these are the prerequisites that Grok believes we must meet in order to locate this. 3 Fed rate reductions are required, which would obviously increase the sentiment risk. XRP ETFs are drawing inflows of $5 to $8 billion. Additionally, utility and regulatory clarity are driven by billions of XRPL transactions per day through hidden highways. It states that $5 to $10 would be a reasonable price if all of those conditions were met. And taking everything into account, this is incredibly conservative. From my perspective, we are aware that these things are taking place. I don't want anyone to miss our upcoming really wild price projections. Everyone press the like button. In order to ensure that you don't miss any significant market updates, this video reaches other incredible legends just like you did when you clicked the subscribe button. Everyone should be well prepared, I hope. Many thanks, legends. It is absolutely possible to have inflows of just $5 to $8 billion, particularly in the very beginning of the ETF market. With Bitcoin, we've seen firsthand how rapidly these inflows may grow in the right circumstances. However, this is where the situation becomes even more intriguing. According to Grok, if inflows surpass the $48 billion range we just discussed, XRP may begin to account for 30% of Bitcoin's ETF inflows. Given that Bitcoin has already established itself as the standard asset for institutions, Grok is basically stating that there is a 60 to 70% chance that XRP will move between $5 and $20 per XRP, and if it manages to get even a third of that attention, the potential is huge. I realize that's a big range, but when you take everything into account, it makes sense. Additionally, it entered a more pessimistic scenario stating that there is a 25% chance that XRP will only peak at 5. For this reason, I don't personally see that occurring. Grok completely ignored demand from other countries. That's global. Consider South Korea and Japan. Instead of trading Bitcoin, these marketplaces treat XRP as the top cryptocurrency. Particularly in South Korea, the volume of XRP is among the largest globally. Grok's cautious base case might be totally overturned if ETFs are introduced there. When you add custodial services at banks and integration into payment networks, you're looking at something Grok's models may not even be able to adequately measure just now. I next pose yet another crucial query to Grok. What would happen if the Fed began lowering rates this month, September, and kept doing so each month until the end of the year? Assuming that there were no delays in ETFs and that the XRP ETF saw inflows of at least 1 billion per day. Hold on tight, everyone. Grok made a significant change at this point. It revised its estimate from $10 to $25 per XRP. That is a significant change, particularly for those who were aware of the early entry and continued to claim that the quote was conservative. This further leads me to believe that the actual upper limit may be much, much higher. The potential is undeniable because if we're talking about constant ETF inflows of 100 billion per day throughout the US, Europe, Canada, Asia, or any other region, that multiplies very quickly. That is acceleration, not only adoption. Given what we already know, banks are now developing crypto custodial services. The next in line for cross-border usefulness is XRP, which is already coupled with Bitcoin. Just 10% of Swift's market share is added, and all of a sudden, Grok is mentioning $25–$40 per XRP. If you increase it by another 25% or 30%, you won't be talking about double digits anymore. Since billions of dollars worth of value will be passing through the ledger, you're talking about hundreds of dollars each coin. This is the reason I suggest that everything doesn't have to line up. Only a select number are required, and they must be the appropriate ones at the appropriate times. Rate reductions. I believe that custodian integration and ETFs alone amount to a $20 baseline. You are now venturing into unknown territory when you include Swift.